Ozi vizmratia vayhi lishua. Ozi vizmratia vayhi lishua.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. I must say it is very exciting to see so many of you from near and far here to celebrate a beautiful Shabbat morning when Tyler will be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah. I know how excited the family is and was anticipating this great day. And indeed, it will be a great day because Tyler is going to lead us in worship. He's going to chant from Torah and Haftorah, and he's also going to be our teacher throughout the morning. So we are really grateful that you have made the journey. Most importantly, we want you to participate in our service, so please make sure you all have a prayer book. It is called the Mishkan Tefillah, and even if you are not familiar with our service, you can follow along because there's English and there's transliteration as well as the Hebrew. So there are times we will be reading together and chanting together, and we would love to hear your voice. Now, the very first thing that's going to happen so that Tyler can take his place and begin to lead our worship is that he's going to be enwrapped for the first official time in a talit. What makes the talit or the prayer shawl so very important are the four corners, which represent the four corners of the Jewish world that will enwrap him. And on each corner are what look like strings, but they're actually called tzitzit, and they are knotted some 613 times to represent the 613 commandments in the Torah. So if you thought there were only 10, you have another 603 to go. Tyler can recite them all, and he'll be happy to do it. Well, in order to enwrap him in a very special talit that belonged to his papa, Harold Hoffman, and it brings him to life today, I'm going to welcome forward Jill and Brian to bring this very special talit. Tyler, take your place. And Tyler, with your parents by your side, repeat these words. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lihitatef b'tzitzit. Amen. And we thank God for allowing us the privilege of enwrapping ourselves in the talit.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to our Shabbat service at Temple Har Shalom. A special welcome to all those joining us over our live webcast. In preparation for our service, please take note that the sanctuary is an electronic free space and will request that you turn your cell phones to the off position. I have worked long and hard to reach this day, and I am grateful for your presence. I hope that you will be attentive, considerate, and will fully participate in our worship. Like the generations before me, I have prepared to take my place as a bar mitzvah. Today I participate in my first adult Jewish life cycle event. I am now committed to the mitzvot and teaching of our tradition. I pray that I may always understand my responsibility as a Jew, to show love to my family, kindness to the world around me, and maintain a connection with my people and her land of Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shehekianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praise are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of our world, who gives us life, sustains us, and enables us to reach this time.
Amen. Open up to the morning blessing.
We continue on page 290 with the chanting of Ma Tovu. Ma Tovu, Ahalecha Yaakov, Bishkenotecha, Israel. Ma Tovu, Ahalecha Yaakov, Bishkenotecha, Israel.
We are on page 293 as Tyler will take us through the morning blessings. It is traditional to answer him after each blessing with an Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given the mind the ability to distinguish day from night.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who stretches the earth over the waters.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who clothes the naked.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who removes sleep from the eyes, slumber from the eyelids.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me the image of God.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me a Jew.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who girds Israel with strength.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who crowns Israel with splendor.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who hallows us with mitzvah, commanding us to encourage with words of the Torah.
Amen.
Adonai our God, made the words of your Torah sweet to us, and the house of Israel your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. But we praise you, O God, teacher of the Torah, to our people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamilamed Torah le'amo Yisrael.
Our service is going to continue as we're all going to rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, and I would ask you all please to turn to page 312.
יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, ועלמא יברח ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחי יחונון וימיכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמירה ומפורת, לעולם ולעולם ועלמיה, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קודשא בריחו, לעילא מן קמחתה ושירתה. תשביחתה ונחמתה, תמירה ביעלמה, ויאמרו
Baruch Adonai, HaMivorach, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai, HaMivorach, Le'olam Va'ed.
We turn to page 317. We remain standing, and we're going to read responsively.
O God, inspiration of guide for all, you have spoken in 1,000 tongues for us to hear, in every land and every age. Your children have heard you and imagined you in separate ways, and yet, O God, you are one, unifier of humanity.
We give thanks to the sages and teachers who bring us understanding of your will. Gratefully we recall the lawgivers and prophets, the psalmists and sages of Israel, and joyfully we remember that from the dawn of Israel's life we would turn to you and find purpose.
May the teaching of our ancestors live in our minds, and the passion for righteousness stir our hearts. Help us live so that our daily conduct reveals the beauty and wisdom of your truth. Baruch atah Adonai,
Abocher be'amo Yisrael be'ahava.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivud Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
And you may all be seated. Page 319, we continue chanting together.
V'aftahei Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol miodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Elohim samecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levavecha v'dibarta bam v'shitecha v'nitecha u'v'letecha v'aderet u'avdecha u'kumecha u'kartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chtartam al mizot beitecha u'visharecha Leman tizkeru ve'asitem et mitzvotai v'hem kadoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotziתי אתכם בארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Page 321.
Sing the song of men and women, join in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, on earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home, to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
Mi chamocha b'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nidar b'kodesh, norat ilot v'hosefella, norat ilot v'hosefella, shira chadasha shimchu geulim, לשמך על שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ויעבדו. Adonai noch Elam va'ed.
The central prayer of any service is so important that we just call it the prayer, tefillah, and we rise and remain standing through its entirety. Page 323.
That my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el hagadol hagibor v'hanora El Elyon Gomel chasadim tovim V'konei hakol v'zocher chasdei avot v'imot u'mevin geula livnei bneihem למען שמו באהבה בלכל זר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי כל הצרה והושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מקלקל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו וישני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
We are on page 326 and we remain standing, please.
נקדיש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמעתי שימו טוב ישמרום, ככתוב עלי נביאך, וכרזה ואומר, קדוש קדוש קדוש, אדוני ציבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו, אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו אדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישבינו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חיים. אדוני, אדוני, שרחה נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו ויבנו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Hakel HaKadosh.
And you may all be seated. You may be seated too, your sister's coming up. We are on page 329, and to lead us in our next reading is the one that'll take her place here in not too long a time. So Delia, come forward, sweetie.
Those who keep Shabbat, by calling it a delight, will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it as the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation.
We're on the top of page 330.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu, B'amecha Yisrael utfilatam, V'ahava tikabel utilratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael Amecha, Baruch atah שאותך לבדך בירא נעבוד.
We are on page 332 for our prayer of thanksgiving.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations. Modim anachnu lach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons. Modim anachnu lach. For the joy of human life, it wonders and surprises, it hopes and achieves. Modim anachnu lach. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcendence in all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice, to the midst of hostility and oppression. Modim anachnu lach. For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Baruch atah Adonai, Hatov Shemcha Ulecha Na'eh Lehododi.
Please join me in Sim Shalom on the top of page 334.
Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Yadai, 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 shalom, sing, sing, sim shalom, sing, sing, sim shalom, tova uveracha.
On page 336, please join me as we read together. We sit in community, elbow to elbow, eye to eye, so close perhaps we brush against each other as we move in prayer. Ears filled with the voices of friends, teachers, and fellow travelers who pray with us from the next seat, from across the room. We come to silence, rhythm of words, shared melody, hushed. Connected first one to all, we now let go, to be alone with the Holy One, to speak in mind and heart and soul, but not with lips. The prayers we weave together cannot replace that private conversation. God, our partner, awaits us, one by one, a miracle. And indeed, each and every time we come together for communal prayer, there is always a portion where we pause for a few moments of our own silent and private meditation. It is a time, particularly on Shabbat, to give thanks. Because as we will learn when Tyler chants his portion, even God got a day off. And that day off is Shabbat. And therefore, we are not supposed to bargain or cajole or ask or beg for personal favors. Rather, we're just supposed to say thank you. Thank you for the ability to wake up each morning, even if there were great challenges and great blessings. Well, we must be grateful for the totality of life, because right now there are so many who are suffering in so many ways. We're particularly cognizant of those in our nation whose lives have literally been burned and ruined, and those whose lives have been ravaged by the influx of water from hurricanes. We think of those who have died through violence, no choice of their own, and those who still lose their lives because they don't have enough to eat. All of that should weigh heavily upon us and should increase our own blessings. And so we pause for a few moments.
Ratzon imrefi, Yehud ratzon imrefi, V'yon levi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri v'go ali. Oh, may the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart, be acceptable before you. O Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Ose shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu.
I wish we could ask for an encore. It was such an incredibly beautiful treat with our cantor and with Tyler's cousin Emmett. You are invited back anytime you would like. Well, it is now time for us. The highlight of our service, next to that beautiful song, was taking the Torah from the Ark and passing it from generation to generation so that Tyler will have an opportunity to carry the Torah through the congregation as he has accepted it, offering others to accept it as their own. So I'm going to invite forward Great Aunt Carol and Great Uncle Norman to come forward. I'm going to ask our grandmothers, Audrey and Carol, to come forward together with Jill and Brian. Tyler, I'm going to ask you to come take your place. And we are going to turn in our prayer books to 364 and rise together for the Torah service.
Ki mitzion titzei Torah, ki mitzion titzei Torah, udivar Adonai Yerushalayim, Baruch
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom for those of you who may be visiting Temple Har Shalom for the very first time. This is our way of coming down into the congregation and discussing the Torah portion. It serves as two very important factors. Number one, I get to see who really turned off their electronic devices. But more importantly, it gives Tyler a moment to take a deep breath. Go for it, Tyler. Yes, a little meditation. And it gives him a chance to really look out at this wonderful congregation and appreciate the moment in his life that he has heard so very much about and has been so anticipated with such excitement and enthusiasm as his bar mitzvah. So Tyler, it's a pleasure to share the bima with you. What a joy. And Tyler has a very special honor today, not only of becoming a bar mitzvah, but starting the Torah anew. The Torah portion of this Shabbat is the very first Torah portion of the year. Just last night, we re-rolled the Torah from the very last book, the book of Deuteronomy, and started it all over again this morning into Bereshit, or Bereshis, however we pronounce it. It's in the beginning. Incidentally, that is why the baseball playoffs always take part at this time of year, in the big inning. Got it? Okay. Okay, well, we'll get it. It may not be the teams we necessarily want, but it's a great time of year anyway. So in preparing for this morning and looking at the Torah portion, I know, Tyler, that you are going to teach us about the story and the lessons. But if we take the Torah portion in its totality, we learn that it's really about the miracle of creation. And miracles, whether we believe in the Big Bang or scientific thought, or whether we take the Bible fundamentally, the story of creation is truly a miraculous one. And Tyler, when asked, how does that story speak to you? Well, I would say for many of us, we think it's a miracle that you're up here on the bima today. We were introduced to Tyler and his family just a few years ago when they came here with, you'll find this hard to believe, a boundless energy, incredible smiles, and infectious laughter, and most importantly, a true loyalty to the importance of community and synagogue. From the moment they came here, they have been integral parts of our school and of our worship services and our community. And that is not a miracle. And indeed, I may joke a little, just as Tyler jokes a bit as well. But in all seriousness, it doesn't take a miracle to make a bar mitzvah. It takes hard work. It takes the support and dedication of family. It takes the memory that envelops him. And it takes a dedication of parents to say, this is a priority. That is how we got to this bar mitzvah, Tyler. And that truly is the greatest gift that you come here with today, your family and extended family. And that I have always understood, whether you've been running up and down the aisles, whether you were the first to make it to our Make Your Own Ice Cream Sunday Oneg Shabbat with your sister. What I've always understood is the importance of what your parents have given to this Jewish community and will continue to do through Delia, who is coming up next. So indeed, while we can read a lot about miracles, I think, Tyler, what we learned the most from you today is that maybe God can give us some miracles, but in order to make them work, it has to be a partnership. We may have the Torah to read, but if you didn't study and prepare, it wasn't going to get chanted. We may be given a beautiful earth to appreciate, but if we don't take care of it, it's not going to be ours for very long. And as God has taught us, If we want this world to continue on, we're going to have to be its stewards. God clearly is not in charge. We are. And that is a miracle, to entrust that to us and to show what hard work and dedication and the support of family can do to bring us to these miraculous moments. So please, as you listen to Tyler chanting, appreciate what has brought him to this point. And as we talked about just a few moments ago, we say thank you to the two of you for making it such a priority, to you both in becoming such integral members of our communal family and instilling that in your children and then their ability to chant from Torah. And while Tyler will be chanting, there are those who will be blessing. And for the first Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Wema, Carol, Nana Audrey, and Herman Ungerman.
Baruch Adonai Levorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'chabanu mikol ha'amim v'nosan lanu es toraso. Baruch Atah Adonai nosein ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz hayta tohu vavohu ve'choshech al panei tehom ve'ruach Elohim merachefet al panei hamayim. Vayom Elohim yihi or, vayhi or. Vayar Elohim et haor ki tov. Vayadel Elohim ben haor uven achoshech. Vayikra Elohim laor yom lerachov bet kara laila. Vayhi erev vayhi voker yom echad.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nosan lanu Torah emes v'chayei olam atah b'shalkeinu. Baruch Atah Adonai nosein ha'torah.
Amen. We'll give them all a hug. They're going to come and then come on over here. Give them a hug. You can congratulate them. And please come stand with us here. And for our second Aliyah, it's a pleasure to welcome forward Tyler's aunts and uncles, Fred and Jill, Jay and Sonia.
Fred and Julia.
Okay. And Lisa and Stephen. I say Fred and Julie. Thank you.
She wasn't wrong.
Thank you.
Baruch Adonai HaMorach, Baruch Adonai HaMorach Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim Yehi Rakia בתוך המים, והיא מבדיל בין מים למים. ויעש אלוהים את הרקיע, ויבדל בין המים אשר מתחת לרקיע, ובין המים אשר מעל לרקיע. ויהי כן, ויקרא אלוהים לאור לרקיע שמיים, ויהי ערב, ויהי בוקר, יום שני.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם אתה בטובנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. We'll give them a hug or muzzle tov. Come on around. And now for our third aliyah, what a pleasure it is to welcome forward Jill and Brian. No matter what I call you.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach li'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach li'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Elohim, יקבו המים מתחת השמיים אל מקום אחד, ותראה היבשה. ויהי כן, ויקרא אלוהים ליבשה ארץ, ולמקווה המים קרא ימים. וירא אלוהים כי טוב.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Mazel tov. Give them a hug. Thank you all so much. Yasher koach. And now we officially call Tyler to the Torah for his final aliyah as a bar mitzvah.
יעמוד ובשלמה בן ברוך וגילה לכבוד התורה הבר מצווה.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayomer Elohim, tadshei ha'aretz deshe yisev mazriya zera it peri otze pri limino asher zar ovo ol aretz. Vayihi chen vatotze ha'aretz deshe yisev mazriya zera limino ve'et ose pri asher zar ovo al ha'aretz al liminehu. Vayar Elohim ki tov, vayhi erev, vayhi voker, yom shlishi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam bachar Eloheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. this way, face them. And you two right here. Stay right here and let's see you. So proud. Tyler, all we can say is wow. We're so proud of you. You have done an amazing job this morning. It seems like 5 minutes ago we were taking you to preschool, and now you are here, 3 days short of your 13th birthday. A bar mitzvah boy, a young Jewish adult. Quite an amazing accomplishment. What a blessing it is to see you lead the whole congregation in prayer. The joy that fills our hearts is beyond words. But now it's our turn to give you a blessing. Tyler, may you be blessed with compassion. May you be blessed with the ability to be kind and show sympathy to others. And vision, may you be blessed with the ability to see the good in others and in everything around you.
May you be blessed with happiness. May you be blessed with happiness, a sense of humor, and the ability to bring a smile to all those who are in need of one. May you be blessed with passion and drive. May you be blessed with the ability to spend time doing the things that excite you, teach you, and always strive to do your very best. And a good memory. May you take great comfort and always remember that your friends care for you, a religion that guides you and provides you a safe path, and a family that loves you very, very much. And you're supposed to teach us today, so I will take a lesson from your opening words. Shehechianu b'kiyabanu, v'higianu lazman hazeh.
We call this in Yiddish verklempt. And there's good reason to be. It is now time for us to lift and dress the Torah. It's a pleasure to welcome family friends Jeffrey and Elise and Sam and Carla. And I'd ask everyone to rise, please.
Please be seated. Our Torah service continues with the chanting of the Haftarah, the additional and prophetic portion read on all Shabbatot and holidays. This morning's Haftarah comes from the prophet Isaiah. It can be found on page 320 of our Chumashim if you'd like to follow along, the other large blue book that says the Torah. page 320.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar mivim tovim rokav ha'ar ratzeh Harim ve'emet Baruch atah Adonai Havocher v'Torah u'Moshe ado u'Yisrael amo u'V'nviei ha'emet v'tzedek Ko amar ha'el Adonai borei hashamayim v'notehem rokav ha'aretz v'tze'etzaeha notein neshama le'am alea v'ruach lachochin ba'a Ani Adonai karaticha v'tzedek v'achzik v'yodecha v'entercha livri'am le'or goyim Leave koach einayim evrot loitzi mimasker asir mitbei kelech ashmiat etchem Ani Adonai hu shmi ufmodim le'acher lo etein utilati lapsilim harishanot heneva'u v'chadoshot ani magid v'terem titmach na ashmiat etchem Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash tehilatot mikse haaretz yordei hayam umla'o im v'yoshvechem Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Zor kol hayamim zatik b'chol chadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh ha'damber ve'umkayim shekol devara emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'vodah ve'al ha'vidim ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatan lanu Adonai Eloheinu l'kedusha v'dimcha l'chavod u'ticharetz al ha'kol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach u'marchi otach yitbarashincha be'fichochai tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai mikadesh ha'Shabbat Amen.
It is now time for us to return the Torah to the Ark, and it's a pleasure to welcome forward cousins Jesse and Allie, Chloe and Emmett, and Stella and Marnie, and I'd ask everyone to rise, please. And you may all be seated in just minutes.
Good morning. I'd like to tell you a little about my Torah portion. The parasha is called Bereshit and has three main themes: creation, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and Cain and Abel. This morning I will discuss creation. The story goes that God created the earth in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested. In order for us to understand the importance of what he created, we need to understand what the earth was like before all this happened. The earth was in chaos, unformed and in darkness. There were no houses, no playground, no pools, no playgrounds, no schools, no cell phones, and no Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh, that's scary. When the earth was created, God gave us many things. He gave us life, feelings, family, friends, and animals, like my pets Barney, Smudge, and Winnie. He also created trees, clouds, and oceans, and many, many other things. In Bereshit, we learn that human beings are responsible for one another and for their survival of all humanity. God created the earth, but it's up to us to keep it in order. So my lesson today is about how we could do this together. First, we need to take care of each other. We need to love each other and be respectful at all times, in good times and in bad. And we always need to be there for support. It is easy to support each other in good times, but it's hard if it's to support in bad times. However, when we disagree, one thing to remember is that we have more in common than we may think. It is okay to disagree, but instead of arguing, maybe we could just talk it out. Probably a good lesson for our Congress and our president. A great example of helping people in bad times is in Houston, Florida, and Puerto Rico. Before, during, and after the hurricanes, those who could helped those in need. They didn't ask what color skin they had, what religion they were, or what political party they belonged to. They just helped people who needed it. This is a big lesson for all of us, and it is never too late to help. I plan to donate some of my bar mitzvah money to the Red Cross to help those in need. We also need to keep the earth healthy. We can do this by not polluting, reducing our waste, and recycling. And as my Uncle Fred is doing, driving his cool electric car. By the way, I drove a Tesla last week, and it was very cool. Shh, don't tell my dad's work or he'll get in trouble. As part of my bar mitzvah, our family went to Alaska in August. We saw some amazing sights, including bears, huge mountains, and glaciers. We sailed through Glacier Bay, which didn't even exist 250 years ago. We stopped for a while in front of the most awesome glacier I've ever seen. Okay, the only glacier I've ever seen. During our short time there, we heard and saw many pieces of the glacier fall into the sea, glaciers that were more than 1,000 years old or disappearing. We can't change what happened yesterday, but we can change what's going to happen tomorrow. We need to take better care of the earth. Caring for family, friends, and our environment is how we can honor God and the miracle of creation. It is also a part of growing up and being more mature and responsible and becoming a b'nai mitzvah. Part of being a bar mitzvah is doing my first mitzvah project. I say first because Rabbi Randy teaches us I should be doing mitzvahs my entire life. For my mitzvah project, I like to introduce my dog Barney. Barney went to school to how to be a therapy dog. Barney and my mom spend time with special needs students at the middle school. I decided it would be a great idea to take Barney to a nursing home and help bring some happiness into the people who live there. When I took Barney into the nursing home, we started by walking around door to door, letting whoever wanted to pet Barney. This was a very heartwarming time for Barney and I. Barney's visit reminded the residents of happier times when they had their own dogs. Barney made them smile and brought them a little happiness. It made me feel good as well. And finally, I'd like to thank a few people for helping me get here. First, I'd like to thank Rabbi Randy and Cantor Berman for all their help in preparing me for this special day. Second, I'd like to thank my family and friends for this special day with me and helping me to grow into the man I am today. I'd also like to thank my favorite sister, Delia. You stuck with me your whole life and you still love me. Thank you. I love you too, most of the time. And finally, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for all that you've done for me. For me,
He gets that from me.
Okay. Okay, you want me to read? I don't have my glasses.
they love me very much and I love them. Thank you. I'd like to end my Devar Torah with a blessing for family and friends that are here in Temple today. This is a blessing also for two special people
Who are here today in spirit.
Weepaw and Papa. We can't see them, but we feel their love always. I'm sure they're smiling right now and very proud. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, who has given me the love, family, and friends, and for the blessing of sharing this special day together. Amen.
That's a great job. I'm very proud of you.
We're not really an emotional family.
I can honestly say I will never be leaving a bar mitzvah so emotional. Never. From the laughter of your humor to the incredible warmth of your heart and the tears of really joy and remembrance and gratitude, Tyler, you have made, without saying a word, an unbelievable impression on all of us. And I thank you for inspiring and enriching what is a beautiful Shabbat day, but you helped it to make it all the more beautiful. So knowing you just a little bit, I would love to make you smile, and I have a feeling one good way to do that is to give you some presents. How would that be? Okay. That and a little ice cream? I have some of that too. So we've had a wonderful gentleman on the bima with us through this entire service. He's a member of our board of trustees and an incredible supporter to us as well. And it's a pleasure to welcome forward now Ken Newman, who will share some special gifts and thoughts with you.
I'm going to stand on this side of you because this is my best profile. Tyler, I want to congratulate you, first of all, on doing such a great job with your Haftorah and reading from the Torah. You did wonderful. You should be so proud of yourself. I want to wish a hearty mazel tov to your parents, Jill and Brian, and your sister, Delia, and your extended family on such a wonderful occasion. One of the perks, Tyler, being in charge of membership here at Temple Har Shalom is that I've had an opportunity to share in such joyous occasions like we have today. When your folks were looking to join Temple Har Shalom, I had the pleasure of meeting them. I could see their desire for all of you to be in a warm, friendly, welcoming environment to continue your Jewish educations. As I thought about it, especially after speaking with your mom, those are all the same qualities that were reflected in you. Your Mitzvah project, taking your therapy talk, Barney, and I love that name, Barney. That is a cool name. To the Green Knoll Nursing Home provided warmth, joy, and laughter to the residents. Some of the many qualities that describe you. But what made it even better was the opportunity for residents to converse with you and you with them. I'm sure it brought and will continue to bring such happiness and joy to the residents. Tyler, hopefully experiences like this will continue to motivate you as well as others to not forget the elderly. Tyler, it's my honor today to present to you with several gifts from your synagogue celebrating this special occasion. First is a beautiful certificate that commemorates this day. Next is a beautiful Kiddush cup, which you were able to use both last night and today. We hope you use it many times in the future and remember the sweetness of today. New this year is a book to keep in your personal library called Values and Actions Through a Jewish Lens. Next is a complimentary one-year team membership to the JCC in Bridgewater. You'll have another year. An Israel bond from our sisterhood commemorating this special occasion. And last but not least, and my favorite, is a $250 gift certificate for a nifty trip to Israel. We hope you follow the lead of your parents and with your continued commitment to Judaism and continue your studies in our Hebrew High program. We wish you and your family much success and happiness in the future, and we look forward to sharing many happy occasions with you and your family. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Tyler, I think you're ready to get this party started, right? Yeah. So why don't we move to formally end our service, page 586 in our prayer books. And to open the ark doors, Tyler is going to be joined by his sister Delia. And I'm going to ask everyone to rise, please.
Aleinu l'shabech Adon hakol, lateit gedula liyotzei breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vigor aleinu kechol amonam, va'anachnu korim umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'neim var v'hayadonai lemelech al kol ha'oretz v'yomahu yeh Adonai echad u'shimo echad.
Tyler, come here, we're going to talk to you for a minute. May God bless you and keep you. May God shine upon you and always be gracious unto you. May God grant you a long life filled with spiritual, mental, and physical well-being, as we all say. Amen. I do ask that we please remain standing, for as we do each and every time we come together as a community, we remember those who are no longer physically present with us, but who are very much alive within our hearts and within our memories. On this Shabbat, we commemorate the yortzites of Rita Gawant Barish, Dora Boguslavsky, Nathan Cherwansky, Joyce Gratch, Solomon Gratch, Jacob J. Pete Levin, Mildred Rock, David Solomon, and Lincoln Steinhardt. And we remember 3 who have been taken from our midst in most recent days: Paul Roy Dickinson, Mildred Feldman, and Doris Graff Notarius. Added to those names are those upon whose shoulders Tyler stands this very day. As we mentioned his grandfather, perhaps it is Besher or fate that his yortzeit is actually on this very Shabbat. And we remember, of course, his papa, Harold Hoffman. For all those known to us and unknown to us, together with the names of those from the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel, we turn to page 598. We recite the Kaddish prayer as a congregation so that no mourner ever stands alone. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrak yeruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh d'kol beit Israel, v'galav v'zman kariv v'yimeru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam amei amaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'rechu le'olam mim kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran v'alma v'yimeru amen. Yehei shlama rabba mim shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama Huya aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. We pray that the source of peace will send peace to all who mourn and comfort all the bereaved among us, as we all say. Amen. Amen. And you may be seated. Once again, we will look forward to having you back here at Temple Har Shalom in the not too distant future, so that hope we can celebrate together Delia's time on the Bima and hopefully many more happy Jewish occasions in your life. Well, now we always end our service wishing our bar mitzvah and his family a bounty of sweetness and delicious taste. So Delia, come on up, join Tyler. We'll all please the cousins and all of his friends. Come on up. Let's go. Here we go. Even those hiding in the back, Tyler says, come on up. Okay, Tyler, here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
Take a sip. Beautiful. Thank you. And now, Delia, pull the cover off, and here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
Well, pull it apart. You guys must be hungry. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Gotcha.